What's up, guys? It's your boy Angie Gavin, and in this video we are going to talk about a income stream, a way for you to make money. And this is a way that I used to make money when I first started getting into entrepreneurship. And this is a way for you to make money if you've got very little money and you want to start off making a little bit of money, $200-300 a week, $400 a week, and then build that up. So let's get into my computer and I'm going to go over this exact method. Works anywhere. So I think you're going to love it. Okay, we're back in our computer, and the method that I'm talking about is flipping products at flea markets. Now, this is a way that I first started when I was just got into eBay and wanted to make some extra money, and I was working a full-time job, so I was able to flip these products on the weekend. So I use this strategy with eBay. So and then I would turn up locally at these flea markets, and I would get the customers that they don't want to wait. They just want to buy things, and if you get in front of them, you better sell them very easily. So this method is low startup capital, between $100 to $500. So work your day job, save a couple of weeks, and then you should have the money. So startup capital is very low. You can do this on the weekends. Like I said, I did it on the weekends. I used to do it on the Sunday morning, but I did it full for one year, 12 months. I did full straight, and I made a lot of money. You just need a laptop, obviously that's a given, or a PC, and smartphone as well. Okay, so I'll go into those things in a second. So what's your goal? Your goal is to buy goods at a low price and sell them at a profit. That's pretty much it. We're going to focus on hot trending items like on eBay and on Amazon, because they're the easiest to sell and they're already selling. So you don't have to convince people. People are already seeing these products online and locally, and you want to cash in on these impulse buyers as they walk past your store. And that's really all we're doing. We're just putting the product right in front of them. We're giving them a unbeatable price, even if it's the same or a little bit cheaper or a little bit more expensive than on Amazon or eBay. Like, they're going to buy it on the spot because they don't have to wait. Okay, people don't want to wait. Now, obviously, you need to do your research and find if there's a local flea market in your area, because if there isn't, this is not going to work. I mean, even if it's like 30 minutes or 1 hour away, you can still do this method. But just make sure when you find this flea market, make sure that it's the biggest flea market in your area. Like, it attracts thousands of people every week, and it's just ready to go buyers that are just rampant foot traffic, and you can cash in on that. So that's what you're doing. To get a flea market stall, it's very, very cheap, $10, not even that. So you want to first go to the flea market first to scope it out and see the sellers, see what other people are selling. And then you want to, when you pick your products or your product line or whatever you're going to go into, make sure that you're the only person in the flea market that is selling those products. Because if there's 5 different people selling phone cases, like, you're just going to compete on price, and if they've got a really good position, like, they're going to get all the sales, and you're not going to get the sales. So I would just don't even compete with other sellers. Just have a unique product. Then you don't have to compete with anyone. Okay. You want to contact the owners just to find out the details, the cost, when you're going to turn up. They have permanent stalls and casual stalls, so you need to get that information. You most likely be a casual stall. You pay your $10, whatever, a week, and you turn up, and then it's just first in, first serve. So you want to get in there early to get a good spot. So once you've done all that research, you want to find the hot trending product. So this is probably one of the most important things because if you don't get this part right, you're not going to make any money. So this is where your research comes in. And the way I did it was I searched on Google Trends, on eBay bestsellers, Amazon bestsellers, also checking your local papers and magazines, and watch on the TV for ads. Check the morning shows. A good thing to do is to ask your kids. If you don't have kids, just ask your niece and nephews on what the kids are buying, what's trending. Like if you were to do this when fidget spinners just came in, like you would know that these kids are buying fidget spinners and they're all going online. They want fidget spinners. So you just had to turn up to the flea market with 100 fidget spinners and you would have sold them out, like literally all in that day, because everyone wants fidget spinners. So you want to find a hot trending product that people are already looking for and buying, and then you're just going to get in front of them and just sell that item. Like, you want to keep it between $20 to $30, and it has to, and it will sell like hotcakes. For example, like one of the items I sold was a radio controlled, like a little radio controlled helicopter, and they were selling for about $40 to $50 in the local toy shop, and like I was buying them for like $10 and I was selling it for $20. So I was doubling my money, but I was still half the price cheaper than the toy shop, and they could just buy it straight away. And those little radio control helicopters, the kids, they just love them. So they're really, really sold really, really quick. And $20, it's an impulse item. Okay, so where to buy? Like, this method I personally use is I buy the products from China. Okay, this is not retail arbitrage or buying in return pallets or anything like that. Okay, this is buying them from sites like Alibaba, TomTop, AliExpress, DHgate, Banggood, and start there and just starts finding the best prices and the shipping, and just get a small batch of between 20 or 30 items, just depends on what it is, and just start from there. When you import the goods, just make sure that it's below the taxable threshold, so you don't have to pay income duty on it. For I think in Australia, from my recollection, it's about $900. Anything under $900, you don't have to pay any income tax. You just have to pay like shipping. That's it, and it'll get to your door. Obviously, check your country customs importing regulations website. Every country will have a customs and importing website, and just see what the minimum or the threshold, income threshold is before you have to start paying duties. Okay, so this is now going to get into the research, and what we're going to do is, like I said, we want to buy 20 to 30 items just to test first. You want to just maybe get $2 to $5 items. Don't commit to a big order just yet. Just test it first, and we want to use to pay with a credit card or PayPal to purchase the item. If they use PayPal, just use PayPal, because then you got that guaranteed refund. Okay, so that gives you some sort of protection. But the sites I mentioned before, they're very reputable. They've been around for a long time, and your purchase is pretty safe. Okay, so don't just go on any obscure website. Just use the main ones, because they are very reputable. And chat to the suppliers and get the cheapest shipping possible, like ePacket or because ePacket's really, really cheap. It may take about 2 weeks to get to you, but the shipping's going to be next to nothing, and you can save on the cost of the freight. You can make more profit. Okay, so the flea market setup. This is really, really important, because you got to look professional, and if you just look dodgy and just put your products on the ground, it's not going to be professional. So I would just get a table and a tablecloth and get some business cards, set up a website, and just have some pamphlets, and just have them on the table, so then people can take those cards and contact you later. Okay. Now I would get a lot of leads from eBay, and you could also post on Gumtree. So if you're in the States, you could just post on Craigslist and say, hey, I'm going to be at the flea market this Sunday. Come and check me out. And then you can drive traffic from those sites to your flea market. So then people can just rock up and buy the item, okay? They can just pay you cash or whatever. So when you get to the flea market, you want to get a good position, because if you don't get a good position, you're not going to get any of the traffic. And the foot traffic generally is like in the main area that they walk in. So try to get into the main aisle, or the main bit where all the people must go through. Try to get somewhere there, because they're going to have to walk past you to either to get in or to get out. And if you're on the corner somewhere that the traffic is there, then you're going to get eyeballs. But if you're right in the back in some obscure little location, like no one's going to go there, and you're not going to make any sales. So you have to get there early. Talk to the organizers and say, hey, I'm just starting out. They'll give you a casual position, which are not the best positions, but it's still, you just get there early and you get one of the early spots from the casual positions. Now you want to use a PayPal app or like a swipe thing. I know Square do one, PayPal also do one. You can just go on Amazon. They can just buy one for like $20, or you can just get a Square one here. That the Square one's only $9.99, and this just plugs into your smartphone. Obviously, download the app, have an account, and then people can just swipe their debit card, and you can then just take their money off their card if they don't have cash. Right? So this one is really good because people will sometimes they don't have cash, but if you got the little card, they can just swipe it straight away and pay for the item, and then just take the item. Okay, so this is a really good thing too. Also, if you got Bitcoin, if you got like a blockchain account, and they have Bitcoin, then they can just pay with Bitcoin, send you the Bitcoin, scan your QR code, and send you the amount, and they can just pay with Bitcoin. Okay, so we're just going to look around, see if we can find a product. Honestly, this is the hardest part of it. This might take you several weeks just to find a hot product, because this really is the hardest part. And I would like I said, just start off with talking to people that are wanting to your niece and nephews. Find out what's trending. Go do some research on Amazon. You could just go to Amazon Movers and Shakers, and it'll just tell you products that are coming up on what could be possibly something that you might want to look at getting. Cell phones and accessories, you'll probably find that there's a lot of people selling this stuff at flea markets, because it's it's pretty relatively cheap to get. So I don't know if I'll personally go into it, but one thing that is really trending now is these Apple AirPods. They're really popular, and there's these are pretty expensive. These are like $100 and something bucks. Okay, you can't obviously sell them as Apple AirPods, but people already know what they are. They just they might want to spend like $100 or whatever they are, $150, right? But they want to, they might want to buy like a really good decent pair with the same specs for like $50. So with these AirPods here, you want to get like the best ones that you can, and don't skimp on the price. And so obviously you have to do some research into them and to see which is the best quality, and then just basically get the same specs as the AirPods ones. AirPods. So these i12 seems to be the ones that are good. They seem to be i12s or the i13s. So yeah, you want to get those ones that are of good quality. Now, see these ones here, these Apple iPods. Like this, they're saying that they're Apple. I would be very careful not to get, like, don't get counterfeit ones. All right, don't buy Apple ones and say they're Apple. They're not Apple. Like, they're not Apple, but they're claiming they're Apple, and it's most likely that I would say that these are not Apple. Okay, Apple ones, they wouldn't sell for $22. These ones are $11, and you could probably sell these for probably about 30 or $40. Okay, and just have a look at the shipping, and the way you do it is just say buy 10. That will cost you $110, and the shipping will be $14. So yeah, I mean, you could start off with something small like this. They're like a similar to a Fitbit. These smart watches. This is also very popular. Right, so just start off with that and just buy a couple. So if these are only $3, you could sell these for. By the time you import them, you could probably sell these for $15 or $20. And there's so many different varieties. Like, you know, these would actually sell well. If you price them right, they'll sell. But you got to price them right, and you got to get like the really good ones, like the ones that are popular. So just do some research and find the ones that are the ones that are selling the most, and just buy a couple of items, and then just see how much you can sell them for. But you want to flip them fast. You don't want to, like, if you're going to buy them for $10, sell them for 20. Don't try to sell them for 40, because you're not going to sell them. Just flip them fast. Another item that I would probably buy would be that I would get into if I was getting back into flea markets is this Blink stuff. So this Blink stuff actually sells really well at flea markets, because you've always got kids that are wanting to buy this Blink chains, and with this stuff here, you really got to do your research on it, because you want to buy Blink chains and watches. Watches is also another really good one, but you don't want them to be cheap ones. You want the watches to be like they look similar to Rolexes, but they're really heavy. They're not cheap. Like, for example, this one here. This is like a kind of like a Rolex kind of thing. And see these actually sell really well. Like these ones here. This is Invicta. This is actually a brand, but you can get ones like this similar for. Let's have a look. So here's some watches on Alibaba that you could just have a look at, and it's something that you could probably look into. Me personally, I would probably only spend maybe $10, if that, $10 maybe. But you've really got to research on this stuff, because you want to get like a high quality watches, but you don't want them to be cheap. So again, you could go to AliExpress is also good. You could go to DHgate. See, so you want to get some really good quality type of watches. See how from the picture that looks like decent quality. You don't want to get this cheap type of plasticky type of stuff. You want to get like a stainless steel straps, and the actual watch itself is going to be quite heavy. See, so you want to find a supplier that's got all these trending type of watches. Even see these men's watches and that. People will buy that sort of stuff for $20 because that's what they want. You can even get a nice little box with it as well. All right, so these type of watches, they're really popular because people don't want to spend $300 and get a decent watch, but they'll go out and spend something like $20 or $30. See that one? See how we're getting into them a little bit more high-end type of boxes, watches. These are really appealing. You could get into these stuff. You could see. So these ones here, these are knockoffs. You don't want to get them. You just want to get like high quality ones. Something around $10 or $20 is what you want. So you really have to research quite a bit to find high quality ones. These ones are $36. There's so many watches, it's unbelievable. But there's some nice ones around. So these are about $30 each. So they're starting to move up in price. So yeah, you want to find a really good supplier for this bling stuff. Another thing too, you could just you could sell it at the flea market and also have a make a Facebook page and share it with your people, and even take videos of customers and people just coming up and looking. So this stuff's pretty popular as well. It always sells. All this stuff sells. It's just the price. All right. So how you sell it, how you present it is what matters. All this stuff sells. Because this is what it is. Because what you're going to find, it's going to get really hot during the day. When you get in the morning, it's going to be cold, and then during the day, it's going to heat up. Now the market's going to be you want to stay at the market for not that long. Like you only want to stay there till about just after midday, and then you just leave because most of the people will be gone by then. That's what I've experienced anyway. So you want to get one of these. This is a commitment. Okay, so this is a commitment which you're going to have to commit to this for at least 6 to 12 months. You can't just do this one-off and expect to make money. It doesn't work that way. I did it for a year. And my customers didn't really sort of start coming around when I was like a year into it. Just get one for about $100, or just search on eBay, and you can get them for about $100. Like, don't pay $300 for it. Even just one of these things here. There we go. There's $64.95. Perfect. This is perfect. All right. So you have this, whatever color you want. Then just get a table and put underneath and get a chair. All right, and then you're good to go. Put all your watches and all your jewelry out on the table. All right, and then just put a big sign on there. Make a sign and say, special today, going off 10%. Put it on Facebook. Take photos of all this stuff. Put it on Facebook. Get some engagement going. And just take photos of people coming in and videos, and it's going to create excitement, and people will come down. And when they come down, just ask the people, is this what you're looking for? What else are you looking for? And you're going to be surprised what they're going to tell you. Right? They're going to tell you what they want, and then just go back on AliExpress or DHgate or Alibaba, and then find the items, and then bring the items in. All right? Okay, so you've found the flea market, and you've sussed it out, you've gone there, and you've taken a look, see what people are selling, and you're good to go. All right. So now you've gone and found a product. This is going to be the hardest part. It's probably going to take you about 2 or 3 weeks to find a decent amount of products that are hot and trending, things that are people that want to buy already, that are already looking for on Amazon and eBay. A while ago, those hoverboards, those are really, really popular. Even fidget spinners. Like, if you were there at the flea markets and you were buying these hoverboards and fidget spinners from China and you're importing them, you'll be selling them like hotcakes. So that's what you want to get into the next trend. You've bought yourself a tent, you've got yourself just a table and a chair. You want to bring your vehicle there and you want to set up really early in the morning, okay? Get yourself brochures and business cards. Just make up like a sign and put your Facebook page, build your Wix website, which is free. Get everything ready and take photos of this stuff and put it on Facebook. Even take videos of customers coming up and looking at the stuff. Take videos of it and just just say like a short video. Hey, customers are coming up. Once people start to buy, take a photo of the customer, post it on Facebook, and say, hey, I'm here every Sunday at this time. All right. And when you're on Facebook, just put like if you just mention. Give them a coupon code when they come down. They can tell them your coupon code. They'll get a further discount of maybe like 5% or 10%. Okay, just to get the engagement going, people coming to you. So now you've got your products, you've got your little business going. You spent about $500, $300 to $500 to get set up, and now you got to do the hard yards. You got to go to the flea market every Sunday without fail. Okay, that means getting up 3 or 4 in the morning and just getting down there and setting up. I would just set everything up, put everything into the car like that previous night. Then when you wake up in the morning, all you got to do is get into your car and drive. You don't have to worry about packing everything because everything's already packed. Assuming that your car is in the garage. You don't want to pack everything up and then someone steals your car, okay? So now you're in business. You know, you've got your flea market going and you're driving traffic from Facebook. You could even do Facebook ads and drive people within the vicinity of your actual city, and you could even just have a small video of you at the flea market. Drive Facebook ads. Spend some little bit of money on Facebook ads, just on that little area that you are in your little area. And drive that traffic, because people love going to flea markets. People love getting bargains, and you've got yourself a nice little business that you can grow over time. All right, because just this is what you want to do. You want to flip those items fast, and then you just want to go back on Alibaba, AliExpress, DHgate, or whatever you're getting them from, and then just importing them more. Turn over those watches, turn over those gold rings, turn over all those hot trending products, and just sell them. Even if you're making a small profit, doesn't matter. Just keep on selling them, and get people. Once people start to know you, and then they know where you are, they're going to come at you. All right, because Christmas is coming up. We're only a couple of months away. So, got yourself a little flea market business. This is the way I started. Keep on flipping them. 6 months later, you'll have some quite a bit of money, and then you could get into bigger things like we could even do Amazon, right? But you got to start somewhere, and this is where you want to start. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you thought. It's a great way to start, but you got to put yourself out there. You got to get out there, or else you got to make it happen. All right. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.